Hello everyone, it's Kushbu Vaidya. I'm the founder of Coding Pass for Success, where I share my experiences and thoughts to motivate and encourage people. And today we have with us Zarna Shukla, who is one of my best friends from high school. And she is a teacher from Radiant English Academy in Surat and is also an entrepreneur and co-founder of Aaskra. So, hi Zarna, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you, Kushbu?
I'm great as well. So, just to give the audience a message of why we are doing this, so we were just discussing, how we were as teens, as friends, and how we grew together. And Zarna was sharing her experience as well with her students as to what issues that they face in school. So that's when we decided to make this video on friendship, especially teen friendship. So we'll be talking about that. What do you say, Zarna?
Yeah, exactly. So, but Kushbu, you remember when did we exactly become friends?
I know. I think it was eighth grade, as far as I
Oh
can
my.
recall. Eighth standard, yes.
So basically, how long have we come? Like from high school, then maybe college, and then working, masters, everything, and now that we are married, it's a long way altogether,
It has
actually.
been a long journey for sure and a very memorable one.
But remember how we were at that point of time with all the fights, misunderstanding, gossiping, and then talking about our crushes and everything. It was just so stupid at that point of time.
Yeah, I actually vividly remember all our memories, and especially the fights we had. And I remember that in school we were together, like when it was recess, we were together. And then when we went home, we used to go to tuitions together. And still, after
Exactly.
coming back from tuitions, we used to like be on phone with each other all the time. And I have no
And
idea what did we talk, what did we have that much to talk about.
totally. And at that point of time, we were not realizing that we are actually making memories and things that we could actually discuss and laugh on at this point of time.
That's so true. That's so true. And I'm glad that our friendship has emerged that way.
We have just come very long way indeed.
Yes, yes. And this is exactly the reason why we wanted to create this video was because we have seen, like, even as we were growing up, like as teens, uh, we have passed through times. And now when Zarna discusses the issues that her students face, we felt like that message should reach to the students that these are the memories to cherish. These friendships are something to cherish, and uh, to keep them in a loop in a more positive way in your life,
Yeah, yeah,
rather than
yeah.
taking it for granted.
So I think the basic thing that all of y'all maybe are facing is small fights, small misunderstandings. But I want to tell you all out there that these misunderstandings, those are not going to matter 5 years down the line. And secondly, because you are having it with your school friends at this point of time, it is so important. And that is the bond that you are creating, which is going to last even 10-20 years after your school has passed on. What do you have to say about this, Khushbu?
I totally agree because I have made friends in like various phases of my life, and even like right now we have colleagues and all. But I feel like the friendships that we make in school, they have a different level of being comfortable with them and being open with them, and there is that innocence in which that friendship was formed. So that always stays.
Yeah. And I want to share one incident that Kushbu and I basically were bestest of friends. And there was one time when we were in 9th 10th standard that she became close to another friend of ours, who is again a very close to both of us now. But I had become so insecure during that time, that why is my friend giving importance to somebody else? more than me. She should be only my best friend, and a person can have only single best friend. But I want to tell you guys that it is not the case. Now that third friend is a best friend of both of us, and all three of us are so close, so loving towards each other, so helping, so supportive. So at that point of time, it was very stupid. It was very, maybe irritating for
We had
you,
so many
and for
fights
that, yeah,
about that.
I actually just not talk to her and do all those stupid girly
Yeah, I remember you
that
coming
I
to me in recess and you were like, Khushbu, you have to stop talking to her. I'm like, why?
yeah, exactly. So don't do that thing. Don't do that thing. uh, please maintain your bonds and don't let your relationship rupture for the slightest and smallest of such things. uh, that
Exactly.
is that is what is yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, not only in school, but like even when I, during my bachelor's, again, we were like three friends and we were like three really good friends. But there were times when I got insecure, like, what if I'm left out? What if they don't ask me things or, but it felt, now I realize, and I also realized sooner rather than later that that was not the case. So I feel like
Yeah,
it, like when you're friends with even like more than two people, or like if there's a group, you have to believe in them that they have your back, and you
so
have to be
true.
secured enough to know that they will always count you in no matter what. And if that is not the case, then I don't think that is friendship.
I think Khushbu has made a very important message and a point over here. And this point is not only for the teenagers, for all of us out
Yeah,
there,
for
for
all
all
ages, yes.
youngsters. Yeah, it is a general thing that please don't remain insecure when you are in a group of friends, or when you have 6 to 7 friends, and sometimes don't feel left out. And don't think that what if if I don't stay in touch, if I am not maintaining my contacts, those people will forget me, and then in the next meeting will not call me. I don't think those things matter. If those are your real friends, I don't think any gathering is possible without you. And if they at all make you feel left out, then I think you should just let it go positively. And maybe it's just a matter of time that everything will get sorted out.
Yeah, you just have to believe in you that you are here to make that bond with them. And if you are expecting that same sort of friendship from your friends, you also have to be that way, and you also have to watch out for their backs at the same time. And then
Yes.
I remember, like, I think there was a part when during college we took different paths, and then we were in different cities, and then eventually different countries. So like I remember there was this patch where we were not in much of contact with each other. But I remember the time that we were in contact again. It's just like we started from where we left off.
Yeah, it's just the same. And for a matter of fact, Miss Khushbu forgot me to invite for her own engagement. Imagine, we are best friends over 16 years, and she did not invite me
In
that
my
party.
defense, in my defense, it was an intimate ceremony with just family.
Was her mother who just made her recollect that why don't you call your best friends out there in town. And but the main point over here is that none of us feel bad about it, because both of us understand that there was one time when we had lost contacts. But the best part is that now it's like we are again best friends since forever. Even
Yeah.
with the I might be hanging out with other friends of mine more than her for that matter. But that does not change my relation with her. In fact, instead of my being in touch with her for a lesser time, because we stay in different continents and countries altogether, yet I am more close, more comfortable, and more open to her rather than the people that I am actually hanging out over here.
Right.
So,
I mean, yeah,
yeah,
those points are always different. Again, like coming back to that point that it's because we were friends in school. So, like, even if you're
yeah,
current friends, you might have a completely different bond. But since this is like, it has been there and we have seen each other grow, it's a different feeling altogether.
yeah. And another thing that I want to tell all of you all, that though Khushbu being my bestest of friends, I might not have that many pictures with her as I have with rest of the friends who are with me in my town.
Although
So
that's not good. We should start taking more pictures, man.
exactly. So my social media, my Instagram may not have more pictures with Khushbu rather than pictures with other friends of mine, but that is not important. So
Yeah.
if that does not mean, if you are posting a picture with any one of your friends on social media, that does not mean that you are so close. Don't
Yeah,
take social media so seriously that it is judging and it is deciding for your relationship in your personal life.
true. And in fact, I feel like the best memories that we have made are the ones which we have no pictures of. There
Yeah.
might be like hardly a picture, but I still remember them and the experiences that we shared. So I think
Yes.
that's what
But
matters.
yeah, and the best of times that we have spent together, and by when I say the bestest of times, we have been together for 2 hours, 3 hours, longer hours together, and yet there has not been a single picture for both of us, because we are so engrossed in talking, in helping each other, that it does not matter that we are showing it to the society or not.
Yeah, and coming to the point that you mentioned, like, how we are discussing things, even that has evolved through time. Like,
Yeah,
I remember in school, we used to do gossip and, talk about people, which, I mean, we are expected to do that. We were teens then. But I have realized that with time, our friendship has grown in a way where we rarely, I don't even remember like talking about other people, but instead we share experiences, we talk about things openly, we discuss ideas, we discuss like self growth strategies, and what new can you do, how can you help someone, and how can you do something positive for the betterment of people around you. So I think that's
yeah,
what we discuss now. So that's why these hours, like, they just fly by, like 2 hours, 3 hours we
yeah,
keep discussing. And I think I would be also speaking for Zarna when I say that when we discuss something, it's very open. We never have to prove anything to each other that I know this or that. It's in a
yeah.
very comfortable flow, and we are open about things, and we talk about realistic things rather than being superficial about any sort of things. Those bonds should be there where you are open and be comfortable enough to be you.
Yes, yes. So that there is a phase in our lives that if Khushbu is doing extraordinarily well, in any way it is not going to make me feel jealous, or it is not going to make me feel insecure. In fact, I'm going to be as happy for her as she is for herself. It is going to make me feel so good, and maybe I can learn from her, and it might help me also in my life. So if any one of your closest of friends, I know that if your best friend gets a better result than you in exams, you are the one who gets agitated the most. But
It's normal, these feelings will come because you're
yeah,
teens, and like not even teens, even like as adults, we always have that competitive nature. Humans are competitive by nature, but you have to like keep a level that, okay, if I'm competing this much, then I think, but my love is here on the top. Doesn't matter what,
yes,
that is still going to be there irrespective of what other feelings I feel.
yeah. And talking about competition, I just want to add that rather than competing yourself with somebody else, why don't we all compete with our own selves only, for that matter? Because
Yes.
and that we can just help ourselves progress, and that way we can always have a reality check, that are we upgrading ourselves in our life or not, and how many
Yes.
steps ahead are we going that way. And that reality check you only get if you're competing with your own self rather than being competing with anyone out there.
Right. That's very true. We discussed the movie Avengers when we were discussing that they
Hmm.
are all heroes who are working for one common cause. And if there is a movie of Iron Man, you would also see Captain America being a part of that movie. But that doesn't make Captain America any less of a hero. They are all heroes by themselves, and in fact helping each other in their struggles or fights or some cause
Yes.
that they are passionate about. So I think the important thing to remember is we are all equal,
Yes.
and we are our own heroes. And if somebody else, if something good or something wonderful is happening for your friend, be there to be happy for them. Like, it's not always about you, but that also doesn't make you any less of a hero in your own life. There's time for everyone else. When it's time for you, your friends will be there to cheer you on and stay by your side.
I think this is a wonderful, wonderful example that Khushbu has given out there. And I think we all should learn from this example that she has given, that I think we all are heroes in our own selves and at the own pace in our life. And we are not here to compete with another hero. I think Spider-Man is best when he's Spider-Man, Batman is best when he's Batman, and Superman is best when he's flying. So, and at the same time, all of them are there to help each other and help each other fly and grow for that matter.
Yes,
So,
yes, absolutely.
yeah.
So yeah, by sharing these experiences, again, what we mean is to spread that positivity on friendship, on sharing bonds with people, on making new bonds with people, and what friendship is, how we help each other grow, not take each other for granted, but value each other. So I hope by this discussion and our experiences that we shared, we were able to help you in some or the other way. And what do you say, Zarna?
Yeah, totally, totally. So I just want to address, in fact, we just wanted to address this small, small things that, that are maybe bothering you somewhere, but just be happy. It is just a part of a wonderful journey that you all are living with. So, and keep doing that. You are going to learn the best out of it.
And also, we wanted to mention that not only has our friendship blossomed along the years, but our husbands are also really good friends,
Yeah.
and even they share a good bond.
In fact, husbands are a team, and both of us are a team now.
Exactly, exactly. And that's how it should be. It's a team, right? It's a team effort.
Yeah, yeah.
With that note, we conclude our talk here. Thanks, everybody, for watching this, and I hope this has helped you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.